Hey guys, this is Patrick with Max Athletic. I wanted to take a minute to kind of go over the importance of carbs and basically tell you don't be afraid of carbs, right? They're your friend if you use them appropriately. So what I have behind me, with the help of my little homemade selfie stick going on, is a little graph of the energy systems, right? So what we have is we have power along this axis, we have time along this axis, okay? And then you can see here in black, the big spike, that is anaerobic. The green spike is going to be glycolytic, and then the purple spike is going to be your aerobic or oxidative pathways, right? These are all energy systems in the body. So anytime you do anything, you're using all three of these systems, but you're going to use them in different priorities. So for example, if you're doing a single heavy lift, so let's say for example, max clean and jerk or deadlift, something to that effect, you're going to be using this anaerobic system, right? Any sort of CrossFit activity or most sports, for example, is going to be in this glycolytic pathway, this green line. And then you're running single modality sort of deal. If you're going to do a bunch of jump ropes, run, swim. One thing for long durations, that's going to be in the purple. So this long pathway that goes out into essentially infinity and beyond, like Buzz Lightyear. Okay, so part of carbohydrates is knowing your sport, knowing what you're doing. So if you're doing more glycolytic stuff, guess what? You get to have a little bit more carbohydrates in there. That provides fuel, that provides glycogen that needs to be replenished after your workouts, especially if they're really intense. So if you're doing a CrossFit workout, it's probably a pretty good idea to get some carbohydrates in after. Not going to get into the debate on sources. Get some carbohydrates in after, okay? Essentially earn your carbs, right? If you're not doing this stuff, you know, if you're just lifting for some aesthetics or whatever, you could probably get away with a lot less carbohydrates. You know, the long distance stuff, that's debatable which route you want to go. If you want to switch over to some sort of keto adaptation, so mostly fat, that's actually better for you. It's gonna be a little bit harder to do. You're gonna have to do a lot more work at it, especially to stay in there. It's gonna take longer to shift over. If not, you don't want to do that effort. Carbohydrates, just fuel with more quality carbohydrates, I would say. But if you're doing this stuff in between, so the sports stuff, and you're not getting carbohydrates, if you're getting below 50 grams of carbohydrates a day doing this stuff, guess what's going to happen? The wheels are literally going to fall off your wagon. You're not going to be able to recover from it. You're not going to perform well. You're going to get slower, weaker. You're going to feel worse. And at some point, do you continue banging your head into that wall? I mean, maybe, maybe not, probably not. I wouldn't. So don't be afraid of your carbohydrates. You just got to think earn them. Now, I know the new trend is low carb, low carb, low carb. You know what? I got on that bandwagon before it was even a bandwagon to get on, and it worked great for about 2 months. And then literally doing this stuff and this stuff, the wheels fell off my wagon. I got fatter, I got slower, and I got weaker. Not what I was going for at all right? I've added carbohydrates back into the diet appropriately, so I earn my carbs. And you know what? All my numbers have gone in the direction that I want them to. They've gotten better. I feel better, I'm leaner, I'm faster, and I'm stronger. So, I mean, what's the problem with that? So not even going into the debate on source of carbohydrates, don't be afraid of them. Carbohydrates actually help you repair and recover and, again, replenish the stores of glycogen from these intense activities. Now, people can get away with doing these activities for a while on low carb, but once you run out of that supply of glycogen, the wheels will fall off the wagon at some point, all right? Because then it boils down to how well do you recover from lifestyle stresses, how good your sleep, all that sort of stuff. So if you live in a perfect world where your sleep is perfect and you happen to be gifted to where you can you're super resilient, you're young, you get perfect sleep, and you have no stresses in life, then yeah, you could probably get by on no or very low carbohydrates doing some intense stuff for a while. But it's not a matter of, it's more of a matter of degree versus kind for that. And what I mean by that is at some point, scale it out long enough, intense enough, you will break. It's a matter of how long can you go and how bad is the break before, you know, rather than is the break gonna happen or not. All right? Don't be afraid of your damn carbohydrates. Get a little bit in, earn them though. If you don't earn them, you get less. That's the deal. All right, especially if you want to lean out. you'll get less unless you earn it. All right? That being said, remember, you're strong, damn it.